stream now because we have some serious technical issues. That means our smartphone now doesn't allow us to make videos, so we try to go around that with making live. So I am not in the picture because I had again some serious health issues, because again we are like under attack, yeah, and I had some infection in my face, and some months ago a really serious infection in my head, and that's why this video sometimes you can also see my face, maybe not, it's not that original how it look like, and I don't want to give them more place to attack, to give a wrong image about the One Love Caravan. So that's why I decided to put Susie here in the front, because he's a much better image and than myself, and it can get, some people can get it wrong because I'm a Caucasian and then I make this funny face, and yeah, and YouTube want to sabotage. But anyhow, so just to understand, I had this problem and I solved this problem. I show you, Susie will show you this. I had an infection in my head actually, and so then I remembered there is a technique called moxa, yeah, and so this is not a joint, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a joint. It looks like it's a cone, okay, made out of cotton that I put in beeswax. I melted the beeswax, I put the cotton strips, and I made these cones that you put after in your ears, and you light it with fire. Yeah, you don't have to really show it.
Yes,
It is just how
yes.
I survived, and
works,
with garlic, you know, and with a lot of healthy stuff. But this is just that, you know, I'm not in the picture because I'm still in,
Yes,
and again in recuperation. Yes, recovering. So we made some, I put some questions, we made some questions, so Susie will ask me some questions and I will answer, because we go deep into several topics. It has to do with Africa and with the whole situation we are in.
Yeah, hello everyone, Susie here, One Love Caravan. So today we prepared some questions. Daniel has a lot of things that he wants to share to the world, very important information. And yeah, we prepared some questions for him. He is a wise man, he studies a lot, he's been studying African history, overall history, free energies, into spirituality, different traditions, languages. So yeah, he's a wise man. So let's go to the first question. So Daniel, what does Babylon mean?
So I think, first of all, I think the first question, it's not even this one, it's another one. You
Oh
know?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is the donkey intelligent?
Yeah, why the
Yes.
donkey? Okay,
Why
now
is
the donkey. Okay, the
intelligent?
animal. It's very connected. Okay, now, as you can see, now you cannot see maybe, but when you look at the donkey, you can see it had long ears, and longer than a horse. And the donkey finds always home. Like even the fact that the donkey, the Christ would ride on a donkey, okay, and all this. You would see that the Hebrews, yeah, let's say they would use more donkeys. They would, in these biblical stories, the donkey appears more. They would give more. He has a very good orientation, very good memory. This is for education.
This is for education.
Yeah, so you see the lamb and the lion, they're laying together, and this is now what's happening, because again, if you don't know with the education, so next question, please.
So the next question was, what does Babylon mean?
So Babylon now, it means the confusion of language, yeah? So Babel, even in German, which is my native language, my mother tongue, it's Babel. When du babbelst, that means to, yeah, just say blah blah blah, you know. So it means in the beginning there were only one language and everyone would understand each other, and later on with the Babylonian confusion of language, the people would not understand each other. So that's why Haile Selassie said that a language is the key, again, like the Don key, okay, like the key to a culture. And if we all come from the same origin, yeah, the language also comes from the same origin. And again, this would be the Ethiopic language, the African languages, and it involved. So yes, this is the Babylon. Then later on, again, this civilization we live, Great Babylon. You see how the confusion with the language and with this, with information, yeah, with false information, and
Very
all
good.
this. Yes, I.
And how does Babylon infiltrate into society?
Yeah, there is many ways, but again, they go through education. Yeah, to do it. Like, again, it's not education; it's miseducation or diseducation. But they do it with traumatization. Traumatization. Okay. So what they do is they make sure they get the children. Yeah. So they make sure they get the children very young, and that's why when you take a baby and you teach the baby things, it will grow up, and as a small child, yeah, it knows things, but it doesn't even know from where it knows, because you taught this child when it was 1 year or 2 years, yeah, nah? And then with the traumatization, the child will forget, because
Yeah.
this is not a good experience. The mind will forget it, and then you are used to do things that you don't even know where it's coming from. And this is not so
Infiltration.
language very important, because again, because the language should be um, culturally linked with people. So that means a language which doesn't belong to a people. For example, the Arabic Fusha, it comes with the Quran. So it means the language is linked with a culture, with a spiritual belief, with a history. Okay, so the system now, they invented languages. So even the language I speak at the moment now, it's called English. Yeah, show you after. I will can show you artificial languages, because the last time, for example, I have a video there. I'm very saying exposing the Bamoon kingdom. Okay, so where
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I wanted to ask you. The
yes,
connection to Babylon and Satanism, you know, and
yeah, that's it. Because again, we all started with the creation of the human being, of the Adam, in the biblical narrative. Yeah, so Adam would mean man, yeah, in Hebrew. He's made out of the earth, the clay, the dust from the earth, yeah.
yeah,
And so when the human was made, the devil rebelled against this creation, yeah. So there started the rebellion, yeah. So the devil, Satan, yeah, which means the Satan, Satan, Satanas. Okay, so it's the adversary. So the
adversary. Yes.
adversary comes. Adversary of the humans, the adversary of God came. And with this now, also with this ideology, to conquer the throne of God, which is impossible, but this is a crazy idea which Satan came up, and with this idea, let's say, it conquered the people, conquer spirits and conquer other people with an ideology. It's an ideology. It is based on the complete opposite than what is the, let's say, the natural, the human tradition. Yeah, like as you said, it's all based on the negative. That's why it's called, for example, electricity, yeah, because it's by the Satanists that turn everything around, yeah. So it's really the opposite of good. So good, God is good, and the devil is evil. So here we go.
So if there's a natural culture of the human being, the Babylonian culture would be the
The
anti-culture.
anti-culture. That's why I have
Okay.
the the antichrist system, yeah, and you have many antichrist figures again, like now at the moment Donald Trump, Elon Musk, you know, these people, here we go, the guy, Bill Gates, yeah, these people, all this, they represent the the antichrist, the system, and they're so there's the Great Babylon, in the Bible narrative. It's called Great Babylon now, yeah, and this is also so called the West, yes, because as the Earth is a sphere, yeah, as many don't believe, but it's a sphere around and all this stuff. But in the end, um, yeah, it is not like it's not West East. This goes around. It's the evil which goes around the world, yeah, which is the Great Babylon. Okay. Yes.
Okay. And how is the military linked to Satanism and child abuse?
Yeah, I will show you this. So first of all, um, this with the language. Yeah? So I will show you something. Yeah? Um, this Bamoon kingdom I showed you. Yeah, there is in the Bamoon script there is again, look, there is I show you this. There is the Bamoon Scripts and Archives project at the Bamoon Palace. Is engaged in a variety of initiatives concerning the Bamoon script, including collecting and photographing threatened documents, translating, and in some cases hand copying documents. Whatever. What I'm saying here, there is organizations, yeah, they want to bring back, or they want to push through again educational organs. So they teach certain scripts, they teach certain alphabets and certain languages in the school. Okay.
Yes.
So this this Bamoon script, yeah, they have even here one thing it's called Shumon. Okay, I will show you this. Shumon is like a secret language. It is created for in the Bamoon Palace to communicate, but secretly. It has German words, it has French words. Okay, so what I want to tell you is that is the colonizers, even with their own language, they invented their own language, and they invented the colonizers, the
Yes.
white people from
Yes.
Europe.
They went to Africa,
Yeah,
yes,
they invented script and language
to infiltrate
yes.
the tribes,
Yes.
the kingdoms.
So why all these things? Yeah, look, the Shumon script invented here. Come we go. It's saying here, for example, in the internet, if I go the Shumon script, it's called Shumon or Shumen. I don't know how you say it, but they say here that this is a script, but this Ibrahim and Joya, he invented this. They say, okay. So now, if I want to show you this, it's kind of difficult for me now. Forma autoctona africana de escritura pela idioma Bamoon. Doesn't matter. I know it's saying, in fact, that it's an artificial language. Okay, so
Yes.
they design concepts, they design languages, they design the program.
To
yes,
infiltrate
and they
evil.
infiltrate. So
Yes.
exactly. So I have to really highlight. So this individual. Not a few, like not many people know about this individual. But if I show you now just this picture, if you can show to the in the camera, okay, and I will explain you what you see here. Okay, so you see a black man there in the middle. I think the black man is some kind of. And this here was Anton LaWey. This was the head of the Church of Satan, and this individual here. as you see, and you see the black one in the middle.
Hope
So you
can
see,
see that.
yes, you see the Michael Aquino now, Michael Aquino. So Michael Aquino, look at this. This is Michael Aquino's from the Wikipedia page. So if you see the Wikipedia page, say Michael Aquino was an American political scientist, military officer, and Satanist. Okay, this is here saying that Satanism, establishment of the Temple of Set, child molestation allegations, etc., etc. Is saying here career that he is from San Francisco, again like the Church of Satan and all this. There was a time the most of the people there, the young people in San Francisco, were member of the Church of Satan. And you can hear that he actually entered the military. And for example, here, following his commissioning in the army, Aquino served as a psychological warfare specialist and was deployed in the Vietnam War. So if you can see, you have this top level Satanists, okay,
Wow.
in the military. Okay, so what the military, again, military, it would be the warriors. Normally, originally in the tribes, it would be the warriors. Okay, who is the military. So again, Europe here, so-called Europe, is just the north of Africa. Yes, and I will show you this on the map then, and then you will see the Mediterranean. Yeah, it's also one culture. The Mediterranean, and the Mediterranean people, they were always they mixed. Yeah, and they went also the seafaring people because it's a sea, and they went everywhere. So the Phoenicians, again, the Phoenicians, and many other people in the Mediterranean Sea, seafaring people. So what's going on here is that the Romans, when they conquered this northern African tribes, let's say it is the Mediterranean tribes, yeah, when they conquered them, yeah, they kill, Romulus, would kill his brother, Remus, and then would turn the chief of Rome. So again, this is the whole thing, that Romulus, Rome, yeah, they conquered, they came from today, what do you say, Romania, and they conquered these indigenous people in today Italy, like the, how they call, the Etruscans. These people, they were black people, and they conquered them, and all these German tribes and all these tribes here. So if you study their history, their runas, again, their tradition, they were African. They maybe had several skin colors, yeah. They were also so-called, again, Caucasian or Babylon, exactly. Yes.
So the Celtics and the Germans and the Irish and the Slavic and the Caucasians, the Aryans, the Gypsies, the Vikings, the Vandals and the Goths.
Yeah, we have all these we have so many tribes, and it's very interesting because listen, we have
the
now
barbars.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even here now we are still in the south of Spain, so-called. Spain is because of Hispania, but before this war was known as Al-Andalus, and Al-Andalus, okay, Andalus. Even if you go to the etymology, they say, okay, it comes from Vandal, because the Vandals, it's also a kind of a tribe, Germanic, let's say, Gothic, the Goths, also very important. Look, the Goths, it's even say Goth, and there is a place called Gotland, you know, and this is very, very, very interesting. So again, Etruscans, you know, as you can see, Etruscans, they were the indigenous people of today Italy. Now, if you see these paintings, maybe this is fake, but it doesn't matter. You just investigate Etruscans, and you see originally they were black people, and they got conquered by like white people, which were the Latins, and they spoke Latin, and they came with a Latin script, because before these tribes had runas, and they had their own script, like This video
wrap
we make
up,
we make
yes.
exactly a break that